Before Hamilton, most people thought Broadway musicals were just for the theater nerds or tourists. But then, boom, the show drops and flips everything on its head. Hip hop history and an insanely talented cast. Hamilton wasn't just a musical, it was a moment. For anybody who don't know me, I am a big fan of musicals. I love musicals, from Mary Poppins to Little Shop of Horror. I have my top 10 musicals. And when I saw this movie the first time, musical at number one, just after seeing it one time, this is one of the best musicals ever made, in my opinion. It is fantastic from beginning to end. Every song, every rap verse, everything. It seems like it would be corny, but it's not at all. And the cast is amazing. So I'm going to talk about this movie, how beautiful it is, how great it is, and its legacy and everything. Hope you enjoyed this video and you guys watch the movie after the video. It's definitely top 3 musicals of all time, in my opinion. What made Hamilton special? One word: the music. Lin-Manuel Miranda didn't just write catchy songs, he rewrote the rules. The entire show is told through rap battles, soul hooks, and spoken word rhythms. Songs like My Shot and The Room Where It Happens aren't just earworms. They deliver full-on character arcs, political strategy, and emotional gut punches. You don't just watch Hamilton, you feel it in your chest. My Shot, the way they interpreted that song throughout the movie was fantastic.
I am not throwing away my shot. I'm just like my country.
They remade the song several times while you're watching the movies, which was that's genius to me. It's great how they did that. The Room Where It Happens, one of my favorite songs in the whole movie.
No one else was in the room where it happened. The room where it happened. The room where it happened.
This movie is just full of songs that are so good that keep you like thinking, that keep those songs in your head for hours after you listen to it. I love this musical because it's just one of those things that's totally original. It does things in the music that no other musical has done. It's not your regular fucking boring ass shit. It's a good time. Like watching the movie over and over again, it's just a good time no matter how many times you see it. Every time you see it, it's a good time. The cast, stacked. Lin-Manuel Miranda as Hamilton, Leslie Odom Jr. as Aaron Burr, David Diggs as Lafayette and Jefferson, and let's not forget Philippa Soe, Renee Elise Goldsberry, and Christopher Jackson. They weren't just actors, they brought history to life. David Diggs alone delivered 19 words in 3 seconds.
Taking this horse by the reins, making red coats, weather with blood stains. I'm never gonna stop until I make them drop a brand of and scatter the remains down.
That's a twist of level speed on Broadway. And Leslie Odom Jr. gave a version of Bird that was complex, emotional, and weirdly relatable.
I had only one thought before the slaughter. This man will not make an orphan of my daughter.
All the actors in this movie did a fantastic job. I love Leslie Odom as Aaron Burr. He was like breathtaking. His singing was fantastic. I didn't even know he was a singer. I haven't seen him in much after. I saw him in Abbott Elementary, but I haven't really seen him in a lot of stuff after. I'm pretty sure he's picking his roles pretty good. David Diggs has been in a lot of stuff since then as Lafayette and Jefferson. Lin-Manuel Miranda has done a lot of stuff since Hamilton. This shit just skyrocketed him. The songs were so good, and the cast played it so perfectly. It's definitely an experience when you're watching the movie, and them transitioning to the different songs. And what I also liked about the movie version of this is there wasn't a lot. There was no special effects. It was just them on stage doing their thing, and I love that. I think that's probably what made this type of musical even better, because there wasn't all that extra shit. It was just people. It was like you were going to a Broadway show and they showed it on TV, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And I had never been to a Broadway show though, so I didn't know how the audience acted. I love the way they kept the audience interaction in there with the laughing and stuff. Everything about this was great, and I think the cast played off of the live audiences too. So I loved everything about all the actors. The cast was amazing. The songs, of course, were great. Lin-Manuel Miranda picked up Ron Chernow's biography of Alexander Hamilton on vacation and saw something no one else did. A founding father's life told like a mixtape. He said Hamilton's rise from nothing to political legend had the same energy as a hip-hop origin story. That's why the duel scenes hit like diss tracks, while Jefferson struts in like a funk star. The musical feels like something born in the Bronx, but set in the 1700s. The whole scene with the duel, he said, I think in an interview, that it was based off of Biggie's Crack Commandments. I thought that shit played well. It was so good. That whole scene, you wasn't expecting it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's the 10 crack commandments. 1,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 dual commandments.
From the tone up to that point, you wasn't expecting a track like that. So when that track came on, you was like, "Oh shit, I know this song," and it made it even hit hard if you listen to hip hop or whatever. But it made the song even hit harder because the way it flowed, it was just like the 10 Crack Commandments. It was amazing, and it's amazing how he put that in the same form. He's a genius. This movie was complete genius. There's no reason why this shit should work, and it works perfectly. So my personal experience. So here's the thing. I actually got to go see Hamilton live, and let me tell you, it was electric. Seeing those transitions, the rotating stage, the harmonies, all live, is different than recording when it's live. I brought my camera. I got some clips on the outside. I got some of the staging from the beginning. I love the whole situation. They don't want you to film in the while the shit is going, so I didn't film none of that shit. But I did take some pictures of the stage and some pictures when I was coming in or whatever. It wasn't the original cast. It was at the Smith Center out here in Las Vegas. But everything was the stage. The stage, we were at the seat there we were at. You could see everything. You could see all the transitions. You could see them walking at the top of the stage or whatever. You could see all the people coming in or whatever. It was good, real good seats. But anywhere in that place is good seats. And watching this shit live and singing along, it was the best experience I've ever experienced in like a live venue. And I've been to sporting events and shit like that. And it was a real good time. And just because it wasn't the original cast, there was no difference. Everything was the same. It felt the same. I think you can do this musical pretty much anywhere, because as long as the cast can sing and they're charismatic characters, I think you can get away with using any kind of cast or whatever. So I enjoyed my time there. It was so fun. The tickets were kind of expensive, but it was still worth it. It was. I went with my girl and her kids, and they had an amazing time because we watched this shit all the time. We literally watched this shit last week. So we watch it all the time, and seeing it live was an amazing experience. I would actually do it again if I have an opportunity to go to Hamilton live again. I would definitely do it. And if you have an opportunity to go to it live, definitely go do it. That theater was packed too. It's an amazing good time. All right, the historical accuracy of Hamilton. It's not 100% accurate, of course. It skips over Hamilton's complicated stance on slavery, and some of the characters are a little simplified. But that's not the point. It's about making history accessible, alive, and powerful for a new generation. So I didn't know much about Alexander Hamilton before this. I know he was on the $10 bill, but I didn't know anything about him. This movie or musicals taught me a lot about him. I know it was 100% accurate. The one thing I will say about this movie that I didn't like, there was very little I didn't like. I didn't like the way they glazed over the slavery part.
But we'll never be truly free until those in bondage have the same rights as you and me.
George Washington owned slaves. Thomas Jefferson owned slaves. A lot of these motherfuckers owned slaves. And they made it seem like these people were trying to fight against slavery and get rid of it.
Lawrence in South Carolina, redefining bravery. We'll never be free until we end slavery.
Which is all bullshit. Because slavery lasted another like 100 and something years after Hamilton was fucking in office or whatever, doing his thing. So these motherfuckers really didn't care about slaves. The story that Thomas Jefferson had fucking a bunch of kids by slaves George Washington used to have teeth from slaves, mouths or whatever. So these motherfuckers weren't all pure fucking superheroes like America tries to portray them. I didn't like the way they did that in the movie. Like they were really fighting for slavery when I don't think they really were.
Speak out against slavery. You could have done so much more if you only had time.
But that's the small part that I don't like. You can't fucking gloss over history. So other than that, the rest of the movie was fantastic. And I learned a little about Alexander Hamilton, and I actually looked up some history on him and stuff like that. So it actually made me want to learn more about history. So I give it kudos for that part. But the slavery part, definitely a down part of the whole musical, in my opinion. All right, the minority cast. One of the boldest moves, casting actors of color to play white founding fathers. That decision wasn't just symbolic, it was revolutionary. Miranda once said, "This is a story about America then, told by America now." And the choice invited audiences who never saw themselves in history books to finally take center stage. I love that. I love that the entire cast was minorities. That was really refreshing to see, which is probably one of the reasons why I love this musical so much. Seeing yourself on stage, or people that look like you on stage, is very important to kids, to even to adults or whatever. Not everybody wants to see all white cast, which we have gotten over the years or whatever. So to see a multicultural cast was amazing to see how good they were. I tell this joke. This is a joke that Charles Barkley uses a lot. He was like, when he says stuff about different players, like whatever. I say this a lot. I'm like, George Washington is rolling over in his grave right now, seeing a black man on stage portraying him. I think that's funny because they would fucking kill themselves if they saw this shit. Imagine George Washington or Thomas Jefferson seeing a black man portraying them on TV or in real life. That is hilarious. And I think that's what made this musical relate more to a lot of people, seeing a different culture of people out there portraying this majority white people in a musical, and actually portraying them fairly well too. So I love that whole aspect. The minorities cast was amazing. The legacy. Since it premiered, Hamilton has changed the game. It won 11 Tonys, a Pulitzer, a Grammy. It launched careers, inspired classrooms, and when it dropped on Disney Plus, it reached millions who couldn't afford a Broadway ticket. Love it or not, you can't deny its impact. It's now taught in schools, it's redefined what musical theater could be, and it proved that sometimes the dopest stories are hiding in the most unexpected places, like a forgotten founding father. Definitely a teachable moment to a lot of people. Who would have thought a musical like this would be so popular that so many people would love it? Not just black people and minorities, but white people love it. When I went to go see Hamilton, it was more white people in there than people of color. It was so many white people, and they were laughing and cheering and singing and shit. That's how America is, and that's why I love this movie, because it brought so many people of different colors and everything together to watch a great musical, a great movie, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And I'm glad a lot of people, not just black people and minorities, like it, but I'm glad that everybody likes it. It's a movie for everybody. Hamilton didn't just entertain, it educated, it innovated, and it left a mark on both Broadway and pop culture. What's your favorite moment from the show? Drop it in the comments. And if you haven't seen it yet, what are you waiting for? That's gonna do it for the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you watch this movie. It is so good, and you will thoroughly enjoy it, even if you don't like musicals. It is just a fun time. Watch it with the kids. Watch it with loved ones. It's just a fun time. Watch it by yourself. I watch it by myself all the time. It's just a fun time. Like I said, that's going to do it for the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank you guys for watching. You could have been on anybody else's channel and decided to give me a couple minutes of your time, so I truly appreciated that. There's only 24 hours in the day, and you gave me a couple, so thank you. That's going to do it for the video. Remember to watch my other videos. Continue to help my channel to grow. That's it. Have a good one. I'll get at y'all on the next one. Later.